I don't know what's gonna happen in the next couple days, but this is already perfect. Here I am, trudging through rainforest in search of wildlife. As a National Geographic explorer, I have a healthy obsession with remote places. I'm Thomas Nicolon. Photography takes me to some of the world's wildest locations. On this YouTube channel, I share with you the behind the scenes of my assignments. So come along. Let's get the shot. Australia, a place I once called home and one I keep coming back to. This time, I'm searching for an animal that's captivated me since childhood, the green tree python. The best time to find green tree pythons is at night because they're way easier to spot with the light rather than during the day when their camouflage is just too efficient among the vegetation. So what I want to do, I'm going to be looking for them at night, and if I do find one, I'm going to take the GPS point and I'll go back the next day and hopefully I can show you the python in broad daylight as well, because it's quite a sight. But that's if I find one. I can't believe this was so easy. Look at this beauty. Look, it's in an ambush position. It's waiting for a rodent to walk by. It can wait like this for hours. I don't know about you guys, but it might be the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. So we're getting really lucky. See what I meant when I said it was easier to find them at night. See how they glow? This one is on the ground. Like all pythons, they're non-venomous, relying on constriction to kill their prey. You'll find them on a few Indonesian islands, in New Guinea, and here in northeastern Australia. And we have a third green tree python for the night. Look at this. It's a little high for photos right now, but it's awesome. I'll come back tomorrow. Hopefully it's still around. 4 green tree pythons the first night. It exceeded my expectations. I have some good photos, but I'm basically just super happy. Now I just need to rest a little bit and see what tomorrow brings. I'm at that very location where I found that first green tree python last night, but I can't find it. What they do is, at night, they come down in the lower vegetation to hunt, and during the day they go back up, high up in the trees where they feel safe and they digest if they have eaten something the night before, but I can't see it. And I guess the new challenge for this trip and this video is going to be to find a green tree python during the day, because finding a green tree python ended up being quite easy, but during the day it's going to be a different ball game. So let's try that. So the second python I found last night was right here on the ground. I knew it wouldn't be on the ground right now during the day, but I looked in the trees all around. Can't see it, it's too hard, the camouflage is just too good. And nothing. I'm at the location of the third green tree python I found, and I've been looking around for 15 minutes and I can't see a thing. The vegetation is just too dense. I still have a few days, hopefully it'll end up working. I'll find one during the day, but right now I'm gonna head to Mount Tozer. Apparently there's a beautiful view of the national park. thought it was going to be like a long hike all the way to the top, but not at all. It's just this viewing platform by the side of the road. I mean, it's still extremely pretty. I'm going to take a few photos. These are not the most amazing photos I've ever taken, but it's still nice. Nice to do some landscape photography. I wish I could move around a little more, but you have to stay on the paths and where it's allowed to walk. I think it's time to look for pythons. And we have our first python of the night. This one's on the move, going up very slowly. Last night it was on the ground, and tonight it's on a low branch. It's a small one, not a baby, otherwise it would be yellow, but it's really not big. Look what I found, the 6th green python in 2 nights. It's gorgeous. I was on my way to the accommodation. Come on, buddy, cross the road, don't get run over. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me with all this wind, but I came to this beach this morning very early because I wanted to see the sunrise, and I was also hoping to see maybe a saltwater crocodile and even some palm-cockatoos, but nothing so far. The light is super pretty though. I love how the rainforest meets the ocean. I've been wanting to see this place for so many years, and I'm glad I finally was able to come. And the reason actually I find myself in Australia right now is I was working on a photo project funded by the National Geographic Society, and it was in another region of Australia, but once I was done with the field work, I thought it was an opportunity to come to this national park, because who knows when I'll be back in Australia. So I'm really glad I came here, and I'm really glad I woke up early this morning for this beach walk. But now I think it's time to go have a cup of coffee. And we have a winner. I'm sure you can't see anything right now. You're probably wondering what I'm looking at and what I'm showing you. It's a green tree python. The 3rd one I found that first night. This is perfect for the photo, and the camouflage is amazing. It's in the classic resting position, very typical of this species. And thank you, Canon, for the 600mm, because it's really, really useful right now. Photographing these pythons is a thrill, but it comes with a trace of sadness. Even out here, in this remote rainforest, they aren't safe. Their beauty makes them a target for the illegal wildlife trade, where they can fetch up to $30,000 each. Just months before my visit, a poacher was caught trying to smuggle out 8 of them. I had a cup of coffee, I had lunch, I cleaned my gear. I even took a nap. And now I'm ready to head back out and look for pythons again. I want to keep looking for them because I really want to find a juvenile. You know, I told you the young ones are bright yellow with red markings on the back. They're gorgeous and they look so different from the adults, and I'd really like to have photos of both. Look what I found. Look what I found. A young green tree python. Yellow. Oh my god, it's so pretty. We have green tree pythons. We have green tree pythons during the day. And we have a juvenile green tree python. I don't know what's going to happen in the next couple days, but this is already perfect. Of course, I had to come check whether the young python was still here. You can probably see that yellow spot over there. That's it. That's our python. Unfortunately, its head is facing this big tree, so I can't really take photos of its head, and I can't go around because it's a slope, but it's still nice to see it. I'm still going to take a few photos. It's exactly where I found it last night. It just switched branches, but it's very close. Okay, I'm going to try to talk to you from the wheel. Don't try this at home. I'm on my way to try and find the first python I found last night. It was very close to the ground, so I'm hoping it's still around and I can take some daytime photos. I barely got out of the car and I already see it. It looks like it hasn't moved at all. It's in the same position on the same branch. I sort of have to pinch myself because I've been wanting to photograph this animal since I was a child, basically, and now that I finally made it here, it turns out they're very easy to find. I found 10 so far, and they don't move, so you can photograph them easily without disturbing them at night and during the day, and they're even more beautiful than I had imagined. I feel very fortunate. Unfortunately, no crocodiles. I wanted to try again. It would have been really cool. No cockatoos either. I can't see them, can't hear them. I did photograph some birds before. I was able to test the Canon R1's autofocus for tracking birds. It's really impressive. I've been fortunate to use the Canon R1 that Canon France lent me for this occasion. The ergonomics, the weather sealing, the low light performance. I love this camera. There's something interesting I want to show you here. Last night when I was driving back from the beach, I found this python digesting a prey. So I thought I'd come back during the day, try to get some photos and show you guys. I don't know if you guys can see the snake right now, but I want to show you the camouflage again. Every time I look away from the snake, I lose it. I can't find it again. Another species I'm hoping to photograph here is one of Australia's most iconic birds, the palm-cockatoo. But it's a tough one to crack. They're very skittish and they're at the top of the trees, so they're sort of backlit. So it's not easy to see the red cheeks But I did see a few of them. I have a few photos. We'll see. Not the best photos in the world, but it's okay. Our little friend has switched positions. It's on a tiny branch and it's in a better position for photos, so that works for me. I still can't get over how beautiful this animal is. It's my last morning here. I wanted to come to this other beach at sunrise just to have this beautiful light before I leave. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and very soon hopefully I can shoot another one in another tropical rainforest somewhere around the world. See ya.